Hey Hope Church family, David here, giving you a tour of the brand new website. We did a major upgrade this past weekend, gave it a refreshed look, moved a few things around here and there. So I'm gonna show you where you can find what you're looking for and highlight some of the changes that we made. Basically, everything is wrapped up in this word, making it easier to take your next step. So without further ado, let's take a look. Okay, first things first, you go to your favorite browser on your phone or your computer and you type in thisishope.org. That is our URL or the address on the internet for our website. When you jump into the website, you'll be greeted by our brand new homepage. So I told you there is a main goal of the website to make it easier to take your next step at Hope Church. There is a secondary goal, and that is to serve as a welcome mat for those who are new to our church. Through research and experience, we found most people engage with us online before they ever come and visit us in person. So we're going to emphasize things like plan a visit pretty heavily across the new website. That way we encourage them to take that next step, that we want you to be part of the church family, get to know the church family in person. But it's going to start online, so we're going to make that process easy and welcoming and inviting for you. Now, the first change that we've made that I want to emphasize is that we've moved the live stream page. On the old website, we had a dedicated page to the live stream, but we basically were just piping in the YouTube stream to that page, and it wasn't a great user experience. You couldn't really change how you watched, size of screen, etc. on that page. So we decided to make it easier, get away from the dedicated page and just take you directly to the YouTube stream. So if you are new to Hope Church and you want to get to know the church family by watching the live stream before you come visit us in person some Sunday, or you've been part of the church family for a while and you're not going to be there on Sunday and you either want to watch later or you want to watch remotely, then just come to the home page and click on the live stream button. It'll take you directly to our YouTube page. You'll see the latest service populated here on the left and previous services following in behind it here on this YouTube page. Now, as you scroll the home page, you'll see it's very much written and built for those who might be new to our church and want to get to know more about our church family. We did build two new pages that were previously seen on the old website, and that is our staff and leadership page and our calendar page. I'll show you those in a second, but I'm going to show you a couple things first and foremost. We have a brand new Next Steps page that is going to make it easier to learn information about each of the next steps available at Hope Church and see them in a little bit more linear fashion. But something that has not changed from the old website, and just so you know is always readily available, is the Next Steps button. This green Next Steps button is going to be at every part on every page of the website and follows you as you scroll. So when you click on it, it will show you the most important next steps in our church family, either important or time sensitive, and those will populate via buttons right here on the Next Steps launcher. Now, this launcher holds every next step available at Hope Church. So if you don't see something that you are looking for next steps wise, you just click on that More Next Steps button and you will find it here on the Next Steps launcher. But I will show you the brand new page by taking you to our menu. Here in the upper right-hand corner, we have a new menu button. When you toggle that switch by clicking on it, it'll take you to the menu page, and you'll see 4 categories of pages at Hope Church. Let me take you to the Next Steps and Ministries page. This gives you some quick information about how to find out more about the church family, or that will feature a next step, but I'm going to take you to the main page. So just like the Next Steps launcher, it's broken up into featured next steps and more permanent next steps. So this first section right here is going to show you the featured next steps. Again, most important and most time-sensitive next steps available at Hope Church. 40 days of prayer, the Hope Men's Breakfast on Sunday, things like that, top of mind, time-sensitive next steps. The next 2 sections are going to show more permanent next steps. So if you're wanting to get involved at Hope Church for the first time, it's going to take you through some of the most important first steps you can take at Hope Church, such as praying with us, watching the live stream, or seeing some of the different gatherings and events that we're hosting as a church family. The next section is all about ministry at Hope Church, next steps involving ministry. So if you're ready to take your next step with Jesus and you want to be baptized, or you're ready to jump into a life group and get to know the church family more intimately that way, serve the church family, find out more information about our children's ministry or our youth ministry, that's where these kinds of next steps are hosted on the Next Steps page. You'll also see in the following section is where we're going to have one of the things I'm most excited for, which is our Hope Church online directory. This is using a third party called Jace to safely and securely store important contact information that you'd want to share with members of the church family, but don't want shared across the internet. So there's going to be a login process, a way to set up an account and get your information set that's safe and secure. We're going to have a dedicated video tutorial for that as soon as it's ready to launch, which will be very, very soon. But you'll find the access to that directory here on the Next Steps and Ministries page and scrolling down towards the middle. You'll then see kind of a catch-all section for other next steps, such as subscribing to our weekly emails, maybe getting the Dwell Bible app, things like that. Now, this next step is actually going to be something that will highlight an important feature that you'll find on the new website. The Dwell Bible app is a gift for the church family, but there is a cost associated with it on the church, and we want to protect that cost by not making it readily available to just anybody who visits our website. It's a gift for the family, and we want the family to be able to use it. So when you click on this page to get access to the Dwell Bible app, you're going to be confronted by a sign-in or password-protected page. Now, this is nothing to be alarmed about. If you are a member of the church family, your login is ready to go. You just click on that sign-in button, and it'll ask you to give the sign-in information that you would use for either giving a gift to the church family, or if you've ever filled out a form on the church website, it'll have that information as well. So I'll show you what that process looks like by signing in myself. Once you've signed in, you will then see the page refresh, and it'll give you access to the information behind that password-protected page. So in this case, this page is all about how to download the Dwell Bible app and cultivate a habit with Scripture using that tool. Now that we've gone through that, let me show you some other important things on our website. The brand new calendar and events page has made it a little bit easier to share important information. On the first section of that page, you'll see all the most time-sensitive events or gatherings that we have hosted coming up, so that way you know what's happening and what's important right now. And then as you go a little farther on the page, you'll see a more weekly breakdown of what's happening in the life of the church that week. Things like when our worship services are, what life groups are meeting, who's in the church at what time, such as our building partner Bethlehem, and the ways that they're going to be engaging in throughout the week. And so you know what's happening in our church building. That is where you'll find all that information on the calendar. If you wanted to learn more about a particular event, you just hit that little drop-down button. It'll give you some information on what's happening at that particular event on that particular day, and give you information on how to sign up or add to your own personal calendar, so that way you know and your family's ready to go with that information. If at any point in time you're on the website and you want to get back to the homepage, you just click that little logo and name of our church in the upper left-hand corner, and that will take you back to the homepage. Okay, let me take you to our About Us page. So as you scroll this page, it's going to give you a brief history of our church and our story, and also the vision that God has given us as a church family together. What we're about, what we're going after, what God has laid on our hearts to be as a local church in Westerville, Ohio. And it is going to tell you about our core values. So this particular section is a chance to share what we want to be about as we walk out the doors of Hope Church, that we want to be more missional, authentic, different, and engaged disciples of Jesus, or made disciples. And as you see these cards, you can click on them and they'll give you more information about that core value, aka what we want to do to you or what we want to be about if you engage with the Hope Church family. Now, the other thing that this page is also going to feature that is not just for those who are getting to know the church, but also for the church family. We didn't have a great beliefs section or beliefs page on our old website, so now we have a fuller, more robust beliefs section that talks about everything from our statement of faith as part of the Christian Missionary Alliance, as well as statements on things like sexuality or baptism. And you can find out all of those things, our statements of faith, and what we believe about these topics by clicking on them and seeing the little drop downs. These are all copied basically verbatim from the statements of faith from the Christian Missionary Alliance and statements like on sanctity of human life and sexuality and gender. So check out that beliefs page. If you ever had a question or want to learn more about Alliance theology and doctrine, we wanted to make it really easy to engage with those beliefs on our About Us page. One last thing to show you, church family, And that is if you scroll to the bottom of every page on our website, it will take you to the footer, and it'll include important navigation and links for the website in that footer. One of the complaints of the old website is it was sometimes hard to find specific information about very specific things regarding the church or about an important next step that you wanted to take. So we decided to build as many of the most frequently asked or most important pages on our website into the footer so that way you can always find it and always access it. If at any point you get a little lost or a little confused, you just scroll to the very bottom of the website and you'll see those same 4 categories of pages on our website broken up with some of the most important information or next steps that you can take with our church family. All right, that is our brand new website. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, any ideas, or any requests, you can always let me know, David@thisishope.org. Thanks so much.